bring you the closing stages of the two field events. Laura Muir, good to see her back. She's in a fast race here with Faith Kipyegon next to her. We think is wanting to run pretty close to the world record. I mean, it's an incredible world record. And Laura Muir and Jess Hull, who are both running really well, particularly Hull's been racing more than Laura in recent times. We'll talk more about Laura Muir in a second. But Faith Kipyegon will be introduced to the crowd. The two-time Olympic world champion. How quick can she go here tonight? How much will the others try and follow? She's asked for around 2-3, or the lights are going to go around 2-3, 2-4 through 800. Chat to Laura, she said she's running a 5,000 next week in Paris. Very much looking forward to that. So I think this will be a real test for Laura Muir, who's parted with a long-time coach, Jess Hull, married in December and enjoying married life. She's certainly producing some great performances. What about Abby Caldwell? Ran really well at 800 metres in Manchester in the UK last week and is on the top of her form. So the Australians with Lyndon Hall, Abby Caldwell, Jess Hull, and then others to keep an eye on as well. The Americans will be hoping Corey McGee can go well. And Bai is in this also, but all eyes will be on Faith Kipyegon. Nervous, and you would be when you know what's coming next. I mean, we saw what Tesfaye did, and she goes out so hard. I think Kipyegon wants to go out not quite as hard as that, and then try and finish a bit stronger, finish a lot stronger. She says she's heading for 3:51. Well, if you're heading for 3:51, you're very close to world record pace. And I know that it's something she really wants. She's got the Olympic world titles. She'll know to win more, but can she yet get the world record? Women's 1500 gets underway. Fast pace in store. It's going to be tough to keep up with the lights for the vast majority of them. So Feldmeyer and Herta Klecker are going to try and do the best they can. Laura Muir slots in straight behind Faith Kipyegon, as Laura Muir would always like to do. So looking for the lights, looking for the other athletes, the pacemakers just settling down after that quick first 100 meters.
Well, this quick pace that's been asked for is intimidating for so many of these athletes. I was talking to Abby Caldwell earlier, the Australian, chatting to her at lunch, the Commonwealth Games bronze medalist. I said, they're going out in 62. What do you think? She said, good luck to them. She said, I shall be delighted if I can hang on to the back end of the field and anywhere near that tempo. And it is aggressive, Steve. Look at that first 7 or 8 single file through 300 and about 40.
That first 300, 400 metres just about to be completed now, and no surprise to see who's right up there. Kipyegon was beaten here by Sifan Hassan 2 years ago in what was a great race that night. Not quite as quick as Faith Kipyegon is setting out tonight, but look at the gaps already appearing here. These are very good athletes being left behind, and it's only Jess Hull and Laura Muir who are trying to go with Faith Kipyegon. That's a brave move from Jess Hull, because already you can see there's a gap between her and Laura Muir, and then a huge gap behind. If you get this pace wrong, you will get swallowed up by the others. So Laura Muir trying to hang on to Kipyegon. One pacemaker has gone. They're still on schedule. The blue lights tell us what they're trying to do, and Herta Klecker doing her best. 2 laps to go.
Well, Laura Muir just straining to stay with Kipyegon, who looks very relaxed in second place. Muir has got to hang on to those coattails, otherwise she's in no man's land, and she'll be there. I'm not sure how long Hull will be able to hang on to anything like this. She's getting separated already, Steve. They come up to 800. Remember the first 400, 62.37. There it is, 2:04. That flying start into that second lap is 61.63.
I don't think that's bad for Faith Kipyegon. Round about 2:04 is about right. Nicely even pace done from the pacemakers, and the pace lights, of course, keep it even. Laura Muir doing her best to hang on, and given that this is Laura's first big race back, then she's doing really well. And Jess Hull is doing well. Jess Hull and Laura Muir must be almost 50 metres ahead of the rest of the field who've just checked back. They've checked out. But Kipyegon, with 500 to go, is trying to hang on to the lights. That's all she has to drag around this last lap. Can she dig deep? Can she find something a little bit extra? It's going to be very, very quick, that's for sure. But how quick? She hits the bell. 2:50. She'd have to run at sub 60 to run a world record.
Well, Laura Muir struggling now. She's about 15 metres down, and the graph is scrolling. Kipyegon driving hard with 300 to run. It's her against the clock, Steve. It would have been better if she'd had a race, somebody to race against. She's such a wonderful racer. At 61.28, that's an aggressive third lap.
350.07 is the time she needs. There's a big screen at the top of the back straight, and she's looking up at it, and she's on schedule here. She needs to run around 30 for the last 200. She's ahead of the lights. She's ahead of the schedule. Faith Kipyegon, the Olympic champion, a world champion. She's done both of those things twice before, but she's never broken the world record. It's an incredible world record. She's looking a little bit tired now, but she's left the lights behind, and she needs to. Faith Kipyegon charging to the line. Is it going to be a world record? Yes, Kipyegon was perhaps the world's greatest 1500 meter runner of all time. Forget the perhaps now. She is 100% the best ever. A world record here in Florence for the greatest 1500 meter runner of all time. Sensational. And she did it smartly. 2-4, that's the way to do it. Keep it steady. Trust yourself on the last lap. Back yourself to produce the big last 300-400 meters. Valentine from a management and training group. Don't forget, in Captivate where she trains, she's there with Eliud Kipchoge and all of that big crowd, and she says that's what's made her so much stronger. She's been with Patrick Sang for the last 3 or 4 years, I think it is. But that is a cracking run. Jess Hull with an area record in third place, 3:57, just behind Laura Muir. Good return from her. But all of the headlines, Tim, are going to be about Faith Kipyegon under 3:50.
I was going to say, that is Nestor-esque. Breaking 3:50 for the women's 1500 metres. Remember, 4 minutes for women's 1500, broken many, many years ago, decades ago. 3:50 barrier has been tantalisingly close for many, many years. There have been Russians running 3:52, 3:53, and now sub 3:50. You have to rub your eyes to look at it and take it all in. And she hasn't just broken it, Steve. She's hammered it into oblivion. 3:49.11. That's going to keep people awake.
58.81 for the last 400 metres for Faith Kipyegon. Don't forget, she's a mum as well. I think her daughter's just about to turn 5 there, thereabouts. She's an Arsenal fan as well, and those of you who follow football know that they missed out this year, but not Faith Kipyegon. She got stronger, Tim, down the home straight. I just was a little bit worried at the top of the home straight, thought a little bit of fatigue, but no, she then got stronger.
But Steve, you think about her Olympic wins in Rio, and you think about her Olympic win in Tokyo. Her last 200 is her strongest. She's had formidable opponents in one championship after another. They tend to fade after a really long surge from 500-600 out. They fade in the last 150. She gets stronger in the last 150, or so it seems. She holds her form really well. But you're right. I mean, 58.81 for last 400. There's a lot of fellas, a lot of guys would be pleased with that closing speed over the last lap.
Sub 2 minutes, Tim. I think just about. Might be right on the close to 159.90 something for the last 800. And most, that's world-class 800-meter running. Never mind the fact she'd run a hard 700 before that. Anyway, there you go. World record, Faith Kipyegon, 3:49.1.
That's the understatement of the evening. A world record caps the evening. And she's a delightful young lady too, is Faith Kipyegon. Very modest, quietly spoken. One of those athletes who doesn't show aggression, no cockiness, no sort of ebullience. Just she gets congratulations from World Athletics President Sebastian Coe and the Italian Federation President there, an old sparring partner of mine and Steve, Stefano Mai. What a night for them to witness.
Well, Seb Coe broke the 800-meter world record here back in the early 80s on an incredible night then, and that time stood for a long time. It was eventually broken by David Rudisha. I think this one will stand at least as long, if not longer. Look how popular Faith Kipyegon is with everybody. Kira McGeehan there, Laura Muir there, all of them congratulating her. Jess Hull as well with a big performance from the Australian. A brilliant race behind, but this is one for everybody. This is one for the women's